Hi, I'm Steve with Locking Security Mailbox, and today I want to tell you about the through-the-door locking drop box with receptacle. This drop box is relatively small. It does mount behind a door, works for a wooden or a steel door. It won't work for glass. And basically this short little neck that sticks out, it sticks out 1 3/4 inches. This is going to slip through the hole that you're going to have to cut, and then it's you can bolt it to the door. You can see there's pre-drilled holes here. So basically you would cut your hole. You can use the collar here to hide your cut marks. You don't want to go too crazy. It's going to hide about 1/2 inch all the way around. So you would cut your hole, then you would slip this through, and then you would open up the back and you would bolt it into the door. Now it does include 4 bolts if you have a wood door. If you have a steel door, you're going to need to go to the hardware store and get some self-tapping screws. And also the cover plate comes with one for the front, and it also comes for one for the rear to hide the cut marks in the back. And you're going to need to get some screws for those. I have had people use some liquid nail to adhere it. If you're looking for something more permanent, that's the way to go. This drop box should not be mounted on a door that receives direct weather, whether it be a sprinkler or rain. If you have a good sized eave or cover over the door, it should be fine. But again, it's not watertight and it's not designed to be in direct weather. One important feature on this is the hopper door. It is relatively small, so you can receive personal checks, cash, a small set of keys, a standard set of keys, something like 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5 keys, and a clicker. Anything more than that is not going to fit in this drop box. Do not buy this drop box if you're looking for something that will receive a manila folder, a manila envelope, or any type of large envelope. Even a number 10 business envelope is not going to work well for this. It would have to be folded up, and it has the possibility of getting caught in here. One of the nice features about this is when you do open the hopper door, if you look inside, there's a sawtooth baffle on the back side of this. And what that does is it's basically fingers that protrude out in a sawtooth-like form. And when someone tries to fish items out, let's say with either a coat hanger with something tacky on it or a string, as they pull it back up, it's going to hit one of those sawtooth teeth in there, and it's going to knock it back down. Again, this isn't a really large drop box because it is being mounted to the door. You don't want something huge protruding out the back side of the door. It wouldn't allow the door to function properly. As long as your door is no thicker than 1 3/4 inch, this will work. Most doors are 1 5/8, 1 1/2. So a standard door, even a commercial door, is fine. But you're going to want to measure just to be sure. Again, don't put this in direct weather. It does include 2 keys. Now, one of the features about this is that it does have a vending machine style key. It's a barrel key. So in other words, it's going to be more difficult to pick. As you can see here, this locking mechanism, as you turn it down, there's a brace or a bar behind there. And what that does is if someone does try to pry this open to open and retrieve items out of there, it's going to be stopped by this block here and make it much more difficult. It is a reinforced door. It is fairly strong. It's not going to stand up to a really huge crowbar, but it will take a good beating before someone's able to open this up. It's going to be pretty difficult. It has a piano hinge or a full hinge style. It's all made out of steel, powder coated. It only comes in this one color, and I would say it's kind of a sandstone or a light cream color. Again, this is a great drop box. It's relatively simple. It only works in interior or areas, doors that have cover. Only accepts small items. It has a sawtooth baffle as the anti-fishing device. If you're wondering about the size, it's 10 inches wide, 15 inches high, and the overall receptacle is 4 1/4 inches deep. Again, you're not going to drop large items. The majority of the returns that we see are people who think they're going to get a manila folder dropped into this, or even a business size envelope. So if you're looking for something that will allow items to be dropped through your door, this is a great drop box. It's item number PSWSS159. It's our through the door drop slot with receptacle. It's fairly easy to install in either a steel or a wood door. You will need to buy additional screws. Shouldn't cost you more than several dollars at the hardware store. And again, that's going to be used for the collars that go over to hide your cut marks. If you have any questions, be sure to email us. Our web address is lockingsecuritymailbox.com. There's a contact us button at the top, and you can also reach us by phone.